People. Que pasa, suck, say what they do. Welcome to Crime Time News, where the difference is in the meds. Call it news with a buzz. This video is to clarify some situation about a very unfortunate incident that took place in Mandeville. Mandeville is in Manchester, wherein a man, Ricky Ellis, took away his wife and then took away himself. Very disturbing. Have the neighbor them asking question. Have the family members, his family member, the mother and father and friends of both, perplexed. Now people, since that incident occurred, there's been all sorts of rumors. All sorts of rumors that the lady Stephanie, she was having extramarital affairs. They were not getting along. She told him to leave the house. They were going through a very bitter divorce. That is not a rumor as to if she have some sort of man. It is also said that this man was kind of sickly. I think he had diabetes or whatever it was. So therefore, his performance was not up to par. So therefore, she might have been disappointed. The facts are this. Yes, he was sick. Was he performing? Me never did it. Me not really know. Those are all people just talk, mouth talk. However, what we do know is that the mother did a few interviews. The mother's name is Miss Marshall. She did at least 2 interviews with TVJ. And I have the audio. Respect to TVJ. You could check out the full story on TVJ Television Jamaica.
Crowbar that you use and turn the head, it's right there on the table now. One go to the head and one. And my brother that go identify the body, she have a lot of boom all over the face. We didn't know about the divorce, that they were divorcing, you know. Yes. No. It's when it's over, she said she divorced Ricky. But he was going to migrate, I heard, you know. But as he get that news, he didn't want to migrate. She was happy start to lock the door. Because she heard him in there, were very aggressive. Then the lawyer said, if he tried to harm her, just tell it, let they get the police to get him out.
I believe if he had talked to somebody, they are the odds one that will tell you can't talk to your friends when you're in problem. Don't talk to your friends or your companion. They will lead you, tell you, man, you do this, man, you do that. Go do this, do. No. Find a pastor. Talk to a minister. Put your problem to them. They can't solve it for you, but God can solve it.
But he's a person that doesn't talk much. That's why my daughter love you. Just him, you driving like this, driving and not going. You understand me? But you don't know what's inside of that person. But me I tell you, so you see my daughter, boy. It's at the bank, it's a loving, nice girl. Me I tell you, man, nice girl, no problem, no trouble. She look after the father, because she look after. And this at the bank she talk about. She asks the Lord still, no make me dead before she don't know how she really. It's a very nice girl. And nobody can come to nobody who knows Ricky have that inside her.
She look after my eyes with cataract, and she drive me to Black River to get it operated with her own car.
In these 2 interviews, most of what she said was consistent. However, in one of the interviews, she said that she did not see it coming because as far as she knows Mr. Ricky Ellis, he was a quiet person. He never really said too much. Nobody has anything bad to say about him. Everybody like him. The neighbors, the friends, co-workers of both respected them. Then in the next interview, she said that the daughter told her that, listen, sometimes Ricky dey in the house and him get upset. The daughter would often hear him a cuss and make up all sorts of noise. However, the mother did not say there was any sorts of physical abuse. Typical thing whenever you put two people in a close proximity, different room in the same shelter, the same roof, it might be problematic. They are going to flare up. There is going to be problem at one time or the other. As to the extent of the problem, nobody knows. Based on what the mother said, when they went to the house, they saw the utensil that was used, the crowbar, it was laying right there. All sorts of red upon the wall. The brother actually witnessed it when he went by, saw the body lay down upon the ground. He said that there was some big thing in her head, and then it seems as if she got some sorts of Mike Tyson in the neck and jaw area. And then there were also all sorts of hole in the face. So people, you do the maths. Very disturbing scene. She said that she was always in constant contact with her daughter. So therefore, when she called the daughter and there was no sorts of answer, it went straight to voicemail. Then she called the office and the office said that she did not show up for work. There was reason to be concerned, and rightfully so. She said that the daughter never even told her that they were having any sorts of marital problem. She kept it hush-hush. It was until it was finalized, meaning that them don't sign off on it. That was when she got word or wind of the situation. She also said that Mr. Ricky, he was supposed to migrate to overseas. There are pictures when he went overseas when he was sick. And then he came back. People don't know if he had the opportunity to migrate overseas. However, because of what he was going through, he did not want to leave. Did he have something planned? Was he planning all sorts of evil stuff in his head? People, me not really know. The mother said that when the daughter told her that sometimes the man would act kind of aggressive in the house, she said to her, why don't you contact the lawyer? She contacted the lawyer. The lawyer told her, listen, if you think that it is going to be a problem, please to contact the popo, or I'll contact the popo and get some sorts of restraining order. Put out the man out of the house. However, apparently, Stephanie did not want to do that. Stephanie thought that she could tame him. She could handle the situation. He was just getting in his feelings. Because people like them say, he was a quiet man. He was a passive person. However, people like they also say, still water runs deep. Sometimes when people are plotting and scheming, they don't explode until they finally do so. And in this case, we say that is the case. He went from 0 to 100 in a few short minutes or seconds. So people, what this tells us is that when persons feel as if they are slighted, feel as if they've been betrayed, feel as if somebody that they've known for a very long time is disloyal, is cheating, felt as if this person and them was going to live out their lives until the end of time, and then things change drastically. Everybody don't have that rational thinking. Everybody can have a level head. Somebody is going to flip. The threshold of some people is less than that of most people. And people, in this case, that is what is the case. Now, persons or the mother is saying, I think that Ricky was listening to external forces, meaning some sorts of friends on the outside that knows both, knows what Ricky and this lady went through, their struggles, and then for years say, him a get fling out of the house, or there was some sorts of bitter divorce, which is a fact. They start to tell him things. No, star, if I me not left my house, me not put this in, me not put in time, and then she had disrespect you. People, that is what caused a whole lot of people to lose them cool, because they are listening to some people that are not level-headed. These people will boast you for take what people and then also take what yourself. And then these are the same people that are going to say, me can't believe say him flip like that and do a double, the worst type of double. So people, me just say, let this be a warning to other persons out there. Take heed. Don't take the boast, don't take the supplicant and the foolishness, because that is what happened to Ricky. They should have seek therapy from professionals, people who couldn't talk to them. Make better heads prevail. Would it have helped? More than likely it would. Have people gone to therapy after going through all sorts of bitter divorce? Yes, and then come back and do the same thing. It depends on your threshold. It depends on, sometimes you have the devil on one shoulder, I tell you the BS, and then you have God or the angel on the next side, and then the devil wins over. That is what happened in this case. This man was so ticked off that, based on the information that is out there, he got an opportunity to migrate. However, he was not looking at the bigger picture. He was not looking at what he could gain overseas could have been bigger than what he had out here. Even if he drive taxi, depending on the state that you're in. Even if he was a garbage man overseas, him can still build back himself. Him a fart a little bit. However, all of that is now gone because of some very irrational, bad decision-making process. Two people that were once good are now gone. Two people that were once in love, everything changed to the polar opposite, night and day. Just because of what? Lack of communication. Sometimes it is because persons are wondering what the neighbors are going to say, what the friends are going to say. Ricky wife kick him out of the house. Ricky not depend nothing. Sometimes people cannot take rejection. If you've lived in this life, I am sure that the person that you are presently with isn't the person that you was with before. However, you have learned to move on. Nothing lasts forever. People grow apart. People start from love to hate, vice versa. So therefore, it is just you as a man or as a woman for understand, say, listen, as so life go, as so life set. It is not easy for brush off and start all over, especially when you are used to that person for a couple of decades or even for a decade. It is always hard. However, what do you think happened now? You cannot be selfish and take with that person and then go do what Ricky do. Because who have to pick up the pieces now? Ricky family and Stephanie family. The friends, everybody that look at these people. Put them up there as a role model. Put them up there as a good couple. People, like me say, nothing in life is guaranteed. Things can change, and when they change, they usually change for the worse and then the worser. And people, the signs were on the wall. They should have did what they had to do. Get some sorts of amicable agreements. People, very importantly, you have to be fair whenever you are going through some sorts of divorce. You cannot be greedy. You cannot expect to take all and that person gets nothing or gets very little. It will cost you your life. It will make you end up in the big yard. And people, in this case, we say that is exactly what happened. You hear the voice of the mother. You hear the voice of the father. The father tell you, say, she used to carry him all over the place. She was a kind and gentle soul. The same thing can be said for Ricky until that day when he flipped. So people, me just say, make this be a warning to other persons. Take heed. Use this example for when you make your decision. Don't be like Ricky. Don't end up like Stephanie because of bad decision-making process, because you could not communicate. Point blank and period. Thanks once again for checking out my video. If you appreciate videos straight to the point, please show your appreciation by liking, commenting, sharing and subscribing to my channel. That is how YouTube promotes videos like these to like-minded, sensible persons like yourself. Bless up.